Come on, girls. They're about to get off.
I'd like to see.
Say hi. Brian, look. Brian. Who got to come over?
My favorite. Like that.
Right down there as soon as it gets calm.
We're in no return, and we're going through the belly of the beast. The beast being California. But like, watch 1, 2, it sounds like go off.
Wait, right now, what was that music? Hey, Joy.
Getting stabbed with
How you doing over here? Oh, there it is, right now.
Hey, it's Pat's birthday. We have to make a video.
Who?
Pat Ridge.
Oh yeah, Pat. That guy hasn't had it together since grade school. Yeah, I'm sure he's not even going to make it to 30.
He's gonna be 40.
He's turning 40? What are you going to tell me, he has his own sober living too?
He does have his own sober living. We're the ones who've been calling the cops the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's right. And Billy Ridge, what's he up to? Did he marry a millionaire?
He did. Her name's Martha. She's a heart of gold.
The fuck? He's got his fans only page going too?
He does, and it's called OnlyFans.
The fuck?
You blew it. Capiche?
Hello, Pat. Happy birthday to you.
What up, brother? We wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. I was thinking of something like try to be witty and funny, but that's just really not that natural for me. But we wanted to share our favorite moment, right? But it's going to be separate. What is your very favorite moment of this bitch ass?
I think when I first met him, this boy was very scared of me to meet you, and he was like, oh my gosh, what are you gonna think about him? And he's all this like crazy guy. And the crazy part, I really loved you since day one. And I know you're gonna hear a lot of stuff, and I know
he's like your favorite friend.
Yeah, you are.
Crazy.
And since day one, because I think what everyone is seeing, you know, when we meet people for the first time, it's like, oh, what they are wearing, how they are, you know, holding themselves. What I see when I see people, I go straight to the heart. and you have one of the most beautiful hearts I've ever seen, and all you need is just love. That's why we want to send you tons of love. I want to tell you that I love you very much, and I wish you so much happiness and success, because everything you do from your heart. Even if you're a little cuckoo, I am too, but you are such a good person, and we love you very much.
And then I think there's a lot of favorite moments that we've had, especially back in the days when I was a lonely little puppy and I was single before Mika. And like, literally Pat like he'd be like, it didn't matter where you were, if you were at your mom's house, if you were like having dinner with like Billy and Martha or whatever, it was always just like, roll through, come hang. Like, you don't give a shit, and you always like made me feel welcome. Another part was like when I was still getting loaded, and you're the sole reason I got sober, and like I would still be getting lit, and he'd take me to meetings, and like, it didn't even matter, just come with me. And it was like, that's the sole reason I actually have, you know, the amazing life that I feel I have today, and my sobriety 15 years in now is because of you. And I know that you're continuing to trudge that path and help as many people as possible. And I'm just like really lucky that I got to experience that as one of like your boys. And I'm just forever grateful for that. And I love you so much. And you're just one of my best friends, and you deserve all the happiness and the joy in the world. And we're gonna always be here for you no matter what. So we love you a lot.
Love you. Mwah.
Later, brother.
Yo, Pat, what's up, buddy? Happy 40th birthday. Live and direct from a hotel in Sacramento right now. Hey, man, so many memories. We've known each other since Viewpoint. I think like 1st and 2nd grade or some shit like that. But, man, so many good times, you know, at Tackleberry in high school, doing whatever the hell we did there, and going to Hypercrush shows. Just good shit, man. You know, I got a lot of love for you, and enjoy talking about movies and music and all that good stuff, or just life. But one memory that definitely sticks out in my mind, man, was in high school. Chris Avasia was staying at my house, my parents' house, and we snuck out at like 1 in the morning. And you came speeding down my fucking street in your Porsche, I think with the little twin Aaron in the front seat, man. And you picked us up, and you were just boning out without a worry in the world, just screaming in that Porsche, man. And I always just remember driving that Porsche with you, and I always loved it, man. So that's just one of many, many, many memories. Well, shit, man. I'll see you Friday. Once again, man, happy 40th. It's been a long time, man, and look forward to celebrating with you. Have a good one. Peace.
Pat, what up? This is my 9th take in my car of this video. I don't know how you do the one take Pats all day long with just like shooting a movie and people probably watching you thinking you're fucking insane. I don't have one specific moment with Pat. That's what Veronica asked for. I have many moments. I've shared many of moments with you for the last 20 plus years. I love you. You're a great human. I know you're trying to help the world, and it's amazing to watch. I know you're misjudged and people look at you very differently, but I think that you're a special human. I've always respected you. I've always loved the person that you are. You've never changed, and I respect that more than you will ever understand. Again, I love you. Thanks for all the moments. Thanks for being such a good friend. I know I don't have to speak to you every day. I know that you're always there for me no matter what, even if I don't talk to you every day. Happiest of birthdays. 40 is a big one. I know this from experience. You were at my 40th. I'm 41 and a half. I hope you enjoy your day, man. I love you, and that's it. I hope it's a good day for you. Later, brother.
We're doing one together. Happy birthday, Pat.
Happy birthday, Pat.
We both have the same moment.
Yeah. I mean, I've had so many crazy moments with you, but it's funny. We both were like, you know what, this one moment we thought of was on the boat on our trip. When we did the affirmation circle.
When you bawled and you were talking about your friend and how much...
It was the first time I've ever seen you really cry.
You were so vulnerable, and it was such a beautiful moment.
And the reason it was so beautiful is because I saw how much you cared about your friend getting sober, how much you cared about his life getting better. And then now flash forward all these years and you've started a home for people and you're literally saving lives. So your heart was like, it was apparent what you were going to do with it. So it was really cool to see that and not to look back and be like, damn, that dude really cares about people's, you know, well-being.
Yeah.
So we love you, man. You've always been a great friend and a fun hang, and I've learned a lot from you.
Always fun. I actually really loved when we were at Lightning Bottle too.
Oh, dude, I love when you became a big festival guy.
Yeah, when you became a festival guy.
Yeah.
When I saw you do Veronica's baton, that brought me a lot of joy.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, we love you.
Love
happy
you, Pat.
40th.
Yeah. Woo! I'm right
Jason's
behind you, man.
behind you, and
let me know how it is. All right.
bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you.
My favorite Pat story goes like this. We were on a houseboat in Lake Mead, 2019, and I was just trying to get to know Pat, and I saw his tattoo. It has a NoFX. He had a NoFX tattoo, and I was like, I'm not a huge fan, and I know you're a huge fan. He was like, no, man, let me like convince you how cool like NoFX is. And I was like, all right. So he starts playing a bunch of NoFX and talking about how Fat Mike is a genius and stuff. And he comes to the end of like playing 3 songs, and he's like, what do you think? And I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I think they kind of sound like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I was like, just, you know, he was like, wait a minute. And so we played another track, and it came to the end of the song, and he's like, they do kind of sound like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's, I just thought that was a bonding moment. So now I kind of like NoFX, and I think Pat thinks they sound like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so we agreed. I love you, Pat. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Pat. So a funny story, I guess the most recent funny story was when you caught me reading your journal. And that's because I was in your guest room and your journal was open and I saw my name. And so then I was like, Veronica, he has my name in his journal. And she's like, read it. And I was probably gonna read it anyway. But anyway, so I started reading the journal, and then you were outside staring at me reading your journal. And you caught me. And that was funny. And I guess I could say that these last 2 years have been very traumatic but rewarding. And I think that it's been essential for our growth. And you are like my brother. And I'm really grateful to be on this journey with you, saving addicts. I love you. Happy birthday.
Hey, Patrick, happy birthday. Welcome to the 40 Club. You look pretty damn good for 40. A couple things I'd like to point out that you do that I can't stand, but I also love, is you take the most unflattering videos of me without my express written consent. And so when you post them on Instagram, I look like a fat fuck. So I appreciate you doing that. But I also like the way you take an hour to get through the first 15 minutes of a documentary, because you stop at every 40 seconds to explain or talk about a camera angle. And lastly, I like the way you eat like a savage when you're forking everything and shoving it in your face. That's pretty awesome. So anyways, happy birthday. I love you. Talk to you.
Happy birthday, brother. I think the thing I like about Pat is nothing. Just kidding. I don't know, man. It's the years, the bonds and the troubles and tribulations and trials and all the shit, and then, you know, it works out. And Pat's he's always the one to extend the hand and, you know, talk it out and work it out. And fucking huge upheavals in my life, and he's been there for me. and I hopefully could be the same and do the same. Love you guys.
Pat, happy birthday. Can't believe you're 40 years old. You look like you're 50, but man, we've been friends for so long. I think it was the 9th grade when we met, when we first came to Agoura High School. We weren't exactly friends immediately, but over time we did become friends, and I consider myself, you know, your favorite tormentor over the years. My favorite story of us is when probably sometime around the 10th grade, I decided to prank call you at your house repeatedly to the point where you got so angry that you drove with your Neanderthal brother to my house with your mother driving you guys, and you rang the gate at my gated community and you said, "Hey, it's Pat, I'm here to fight Aaron." And I let you in the gate, and my father knew this was happening, and I came outside to the gate, and you, your brother, and your mother were outside in the car coming into the gate of my parents' house. I ran outside with a baseball bat. My dad was in the middle of both of us trying to break us up. He grabbed the bat from me, told you and your mom to leave, and I just always thought that, you know, that was the best thing ever, that you rang the gate at my parents' house and said, "Hey, it's Pat, I'm here to fight Aaron," because I prank called you too much. I love you, you're the best, and I wish you a happy birthday.
Pat, happy birthday. I have a million stories that I could say right now, but the one that sticks out to me the most is the time that we all got in a fight at Graceland, and instead of, you know, letting everybody process things separately, Pat likes to pull people closer and deal with the issue right now. The audio in this video is a little bit off, but I don't give a fuck. So Pat, his solution to our problem was to bring me over to his house and go on a bike ride with him and Brian through the hills of Agoura, which was 30 fucking miles. My bike didn't work, and it was supposed to be electric, and I was physically exhausted, and I had to be at a dinner in Koreatown. We got lost, my phone died, I didn't get to shower, and I almost had a seizure on the way to my dinner. I made Madison drive, and I started throwing up profusely in the parking lot. Well, I got my 2-year chip, and you know, there's a million stories, but I'm trying to keep this under a minute. Yeah, you know, I would not want to fight this battle with anybody else. You're so giving, and we're all here because of you. And thank you for giving me a purpose to work at Graceland and to give me a million chances. And I'm super thankful to have you in my life. So happy birthday, Pat.
My favorite memory of Pat, it's a very special memory. It's the night that I came in to Graceland. Him and Danielle gave me a hug, first and very last hug I've ever received from Pat. But Pat asked me if I was willing to follow direction, willing to do whatever it takes, and I said yeah. And I'm glad that I put my trust in him. It's more about what I've learned from Pat than the memories, because there's a lot. You've blessed me with a lot of great new memories in my life, taking me to Mammoth, going to Palm Springs, and allowing me to be a part of your circle. Pat is just such a loving person. It shows with his friends, it shows with his family, it shows with his employees, and it shows at Graceland. And I am honored to be a part of your life. I am honored to work with you. You have helped me reach my potential, and I'm very grateful for trusting you and for you believing in me. That's definitely the most important thing. So thank you so much. I love you, and I hope you have a very, very happy birthday.
Hi, my name is Johnny Crump, and I'm a friend of Pat's, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, seeing as how we come from totally different ends of the spectrum and, you know, socioeconomic backgrounds. When I met Pat, I had absolutely nothing to offer. And the fact that he's been my friend over these years since COVID is a testament to the character of Patrick Ridge. You know, Abraham Lincoln said it best. It's easy to tell the character of a man. You just pay close attention to how he treats those who can do nothing for him. When I met Pat, I could barely form sentences. I was in and out of psychosis, drinking and smoking meth, and living on a bunk bed in the hood at this place called Chandler Lodge. I barely had a relationship with my daughter. My kid's mother had nothing to do with me. I mean, clipping my fingernails was like a stretch. And Pat believed in me, and I believed in Pat. And today, because Pat never gave up on me, I'm almost a year sober. My daughter calls me dad. I was just hanging out at Universal Studios with her. Everything I have in my life is due in part to people like Pat and Danielle. Come by. Everything I have in my life is due in part to Patrick Ridge not giving up on me. And I just want to say happy birthday, Pat. Those chairs you're sitting on, I wiped those down.
Hey, Johnny.
I set up that table. This is for Pat's birthday. I gotta make this. What's going on?
Madison said come downstairs right now.
Yeah, 1 second.
A funny Patrick Ridge moment, though probably not too funny for him, was when we were leaving Las Vegas Agenda and he decided he wanted to get some last-minute B-roll shots when we were leaving with the drone. And he ended up crashing the drone into the Luxor. And we went back to try and get the drone, but the police had already confiscated it. Happy birthday, Pat. Love you.
The drone flew into the fucking Luxor and they confiscated the drone for evidence.
Happy birthday. I cannot believe we've been together for about over 20 years now. And I'm so lucky and grateful to have you in my life. You're so inspirational, amazing, complicated, but your passion is just inspiring, and I feel anyone is lucky to have you on their side. Anyone who's had a hard time knows that they can come to you for advice and you will sit there and talk as long as they need and feel. But if I have to remember back to my funniest story of you would be, I had this roommate that was kind of a bully to me. I was really quiet and shy, and she would like flirt with all my boyfriends, and you came over and I really liked you, but we were just still friends, and she was like putting on the charm, and you just looked at her, and I feel like you knew she was on some bullshit, and you just let like drool drip out of your mouth, and you held it, and then you just like sucked it back. And she, I don't think has ever gotten that response. She just was like, and walked away, and I was like, that's my guy. That weirdo is mine. Like, I didn't know if you were doing it in my honor or you just thought she was bullshit, but in that moment I was like, fuck yeah, this guy is seriously punk rock. But sometimes your punk rockness is like, whoa, we're in public. But regardless, I would much rather have someone like that in my life than boring. You just keep it exciting, and I know that we will laugh and have so much fun until we're old in our walkers. I love you. I hope this 40th is a memorable one, and many more exciting memories to come.